Hey, comic book community, Lawbox Love Affair here. I have an unboxing. This is a CBCS unboxing through a facilitator that I had done about 10 months ago at Indianapolis Comic Con by Level 10 certification. So this is an organization. You can follow them on Instagram. I'm sure they have a website. I haven't used their website, but they're a great facilitation company that because I was at Indianapolis Comic Con, there was no other, there was no CGC, there was no CBCS direct booths. Instead, they were using facilitators. And so there are a couple of sketches that I had done. Those came back very quick because I didn't have those graded. I just had them verified by CBCS. So they just slabbed them and sent them on their way. So those came back in like weeks. These books took 10 months because they went through the CBCS grading process. So that is not a good turnaround time, CBCS. That is not the fault of the facilitators. In fact, let me start opening this and I will talk. They box this up really nicely. So what I'll say about facilitators is I always hold my breath because I've had some good experiences and I've had some bad experiences, and this is probably my best experience. And I'll tell you why. This organization, Level 10, they were friendly, they were cool to kind of hang out with, and not hang out, but like roam the con floor and get those signatures. They're collectors themselves, so they say, and I believe it because they really seem to value that experience. And they kept me apprised of everything happening at all steps of the way. I appreciated the communication, so much so that they reached back out and said, this is the same, the books are back, or even before then, they're like, the books are taking forever to get graded. Sorry, we'll ask CBCS for an update. They proactively reached out for me. I didn't have to reach out to them at all. So highly recommend if you're at a con and Level 10 is facilitating there, you should check it out. They do a lot of Funko Pop stuff as well, but I had a really great experience. So great box. Ooh, big box. I can't remember all the books I got graded through them, so I don't know the grades. I purposely don't know. I didn't ask them. I don't have access to the account. When you're using a facilitator, it's under their account, not yours, so you can't log in and see what the grades were. But that's okay. I like to be surprised, so let's see what's in this box. Everything is packaged really nicely. I had to undo this. It takes a little bit. I have probably 5 or 6 slabs here. Like I said, I can't remember what. So I'm in the next level of bubble wrap. All right, got the slabs. Don't know the grades. I do know there's a couple signatures from Mike McCone. There is a couple signatures from Scott Collins. And so those were the two that I was most excited about. Those might be it. That might be everything here. What I also did, just to refresh everyone's memory, and I'll try to put the link to the video up above, when I got the sketches done, I had a really great sketch haul. So I got Scott Collins, I got Mike McCone, I got, gosh, who else? I got Bob Camp from Ren and Stimpy fame. He did a Thanos Ren and Stimpy homage to Infinity Gauntlet. So really, and there's one other that's escaping my mind right now, so forgive me, but check out that video. It was a really great haul and really great sketches, but they're CBCS, they're not CGC. So they're just designated as art. So let's see what books came back. The first one is Zoom 9.4. Got a Scott Collins signature down here. I'm okay with the 9.4. These books were my buddies that he was selling a whole bunch, and he said, keep what you'd like. And so Walter, I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, so I love this first appearance of Professor Zoom or Zolomon, Hunter Zolomon. First appearance and origin of this iteration. So 9.4. Would be nice to have a higher grade, but hey, these are just PC books for me right now. I got the whole run of this Zoom storyline, so you're gonna see those in this batch. Really cool cover, excited about it. Hey, it's a DC book. I haven't gotten a whole lot of DC books graded. I'm not a huge DC collector, but there are some that just stick with me. And I read this run, I loved this run, and I was glad to bring it back into the collection when my buddy was selling his comics, and I was able to kind of pick ones that I wanted to keep, and this set was one of them. So got it signed. Next up is probably another one of those Zoom books, so let's see. Yep. Jeez, Walter is off the charts today. 9.2. Gosh, 9.2. I'm surprised by that. These books were pretty minty. Now they're still near mint. Upper nines are near mint, but really surprised that this came back so low. What can you do? But it's all a connecting cover too, if you don't notice, as you connect the books in this round. So this is issue 198. So that was 197. This is 198. All right. 9.4, so we're going back up again. Signed by Scott Collins, awesome. And so again, part of the connecting cover, this is 199. Yeah. I just really dig his artwork on Flash. I always did. I collected it for a time. And then as I was purging my collection, I just decided to let them go. So like I said, I'm happy to have them back in the collection. I have them signed now. So yeah, they're just really cool cartoony type artwork, and I really do like Zoom. I did have Scott Collins do a sketch for me. I had him do Silver Surfer. In retrospect, I should have had him do Zoom because I do like that character. I just thought he did it a lot. He got that sketch a lot, so I thought I'd give him something different. All right, issue 200, 9.4. So gosh, CGC really, or CBCS in this case, really just felt like these were mid to low nines. I'm surprised. But I had him do it in silver. Maybe not the best choice in ink color, but hey, I was excited to meet him, get these signed as a set. Almost a full 9.4 set, except for that one went down to 9.2, which I wish at least it was a 9.4, so they all could be consistent. Hey, cool Scott Collins work. Oh, and the back cover there. So it's a double-sided book, which is really nice as you look at slabbing them. The last two books in here are Mike McKone books. These are variant covers I bought specifically to get signed and slabbed. They're ones I had been looking at for a little bit on eBay and had been searching for. You just don't see them a lot. They're Secret Wars 1 homages. So, and well, I should say they're Secret Wars 1, but they're an homage to Spider-Man 1 by Todd McFarlane. So you'll see what I mean in just a minute. 8.5? Ooh, CBCS, you are a hard grader. Hard grader. Mike McKone signed. This is the variant, the red variant. What do they call it? It just says it's a cover swipe. It doesn't say which kind of variant it is. But gosh, the signature pops. Excited about that. 8.5. I disagree. I really do. I am not sure why they graded him so harshly. I bet you I would have gotten a higher grade CGC, but I don't see any defects. Maybe a little that corner blunting, that happens at the binding. It could be bindery issues, but okay. The next book is the same image, but a different color. Were they as harsh with this book? It came from the same seller, the same collection. Let's see. 9.0. Sort of. They sort of were hard on this. The signature doesn't pop as much, but that's okay. Really cool Miles Morales Secret Wars cover. I love the Todd McFarlane comic. That's what I got into Spider-Man as. And that was that run in the 90s, early 1990, 1991. So this cover has a special place in my heart, this pose. So I was happy to pick these up. But, ooh, okay. What did they do to these grades? Anyway, but cool cover. I mean, these are PC books, so in essence, I really just wanted to get the signature verified. And anytime I have a book signed, that is really where I go with that. There are books lately that I've gotten signed that I have not gotten graded, and those are because eventually I may get those pressed and get those submitted to the CBCS verification process, which they do that. CGC doesn't do that, but CBCS will take your book and they will, for an extra fee, they will verify that that signature is accurate. Of course, there is some room for error there. So there could be people on one end trying to forge that and get by, and on the other end, there could be an actual signature that is not validated. So that is the risk you run with that type of process. But anyway, excited for these books to be back. They're my last batch of books that have been like hanging out there from any sort of facilitator. So again, level 10, excellent to work with. I really highly recommend them. They did not pay me to say that. I'm just giving them kudos where kudos is earned. So let me get into the last unboxing, and this is from a Whatnot sale from a popular comic book channel, Comic Tom 101. So typically I don't hang out in Whatnot. I haven't done a whole lot of selling on Whatnot. It's just, it takes a lot of time, and I just haven't had the time to do that. I did a lot of that, tried a lot of that in the end part of last year, so I haven't done it again this year. But I'll pop into streams every once in a while and see if there's something that catches my eye. Now, all right, this book came to me in record time, really nice box, yeah, let's see. So I will explain this book once I show it. So packaged really nicely, so kudos to Tom for that. And Invincible 1, John Boy Myers, his exclusive 9/8. So I had this book, not this one. I had the first edition, the regular cover, the regular John Boy cover. And I sold it for about $60 on eBay, not too long ago. And I had always wanted one of the other ones. Like, I thought it was very busy with the colors in the background blending in with Invincible, being similar colors. That these were reds and yellows. And I wanted one of the other variants. This might be one of the lowest print runs, my print run of 500 or something like that he did for his box. And so I got it so keep in mind, I paid for the original. Well, I bought the box, everything was a wash. And by the time I sold the original one I had for 50, 60 bucks, I had made money on the mystery box that I bought that from. And so I sold that for 60 bucks. I got this for like 78. So, and it graded no less. So I made a really good deal here. Now he had other people bidding on the same book and other variants of it after I bought mine, after I won that auction, and they were paying much higher. They were paying $100 some odd, I think, if I recall. And so people were sleeping on this. I bid. I thought I was going to be outbid. I wasn't. Frankly, I hit my cap. I wasn't going to pay more than $70-something for this, and I won. So, hey, I thought that worked out really well. It looks really nice on the slab, and Walter is driving me nuts. But really cool John Boy Myers cover, already slabbed. Yeah, so I've sold a lot of my Invincible comics, but there are some I've kept, and as I find them in cheap piles at conventions, I do pick them up if I can. So yeah, so that's my haul here. Thanks for watching. A little bit of CGC, a little bit of CBCS, a little bit more of CBCS, and yeah, like I said, I highly regard the facilitating process. If you know the organization, if you trust them, level 10, I can certainly vouch for them. I thought they did really well. But yeah, thanks for watching. I am probably going to next film my next Grail that I picked up. So finally ready to talk about that. And yeah, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.